was just coming in.
Well, that's all right, you know,
Oh, he got that door, okay, okay.
we know him.
Okay. Oh, that's you
He's
guys.
exactly on time.
Yeah.
So, my name's Alan Johansson, I'm the AGM for infrastructure, and I want to welcome you all to this morning's, just kind of check-in, because what we're trying to do is trying to make sure the LBEs, the hyper-local LBEs, the LBs and especially in Bayview and Hunters Point get an opportunity to participate in biosolids project. And we don't want to do what we did in the past where we like kind of just give it entirely to the contractor and they follow the city rules. We want to make sure that every, you know, if there's hiccups, that we have a conversation. And the conversation is to make sure that people get the jobs that they need. They can perform the work, they can participate in the biosolids project, and make a change in, you know, how the PUC is representing itself in the community. So you know, and part of that all too is got to do with the hyper-local firms include local workers and local workers from District 10, and not just local workers in the larger, you know, largest San Francisco realm. So that's you know, that's what we're doing right now, making sure we get that participation. And at the same time, we want to get feedback from everybody. And if there's a hang up and something's not working the way, you know, you thought it would, or there's some help we can provide, we want to hear about that and act on it. And it's important at this juncture to do it right now, because the contractor's putting out all the packages, or a majority of the packages. There'll be some later on as the work progresses. But we don't want to miss this juncture, because if that happens, then it's really hard to add contractors later. So that's the main purpose. And then I want to thank James Richards and James Bryant for bringing everybody together. I'm not from the community, and I don't know it, you know, a lot of the people. I'm getting to meet more people, so I really, you know, want to give you both a big thanks for helping to introduce me and PUC. And then, you know, we also have members of the PUC staff that are out here all the time, which is, where's Ryan? Ryan's over there, he's the CM, and Carolyn is the project manager. Stephen is the wastewater capital director, and Algie is the CMB manager. So they're going to be the people that, if there's something that you need immediately, go to Ryan, you know, and Ryan will be the first point of contact, and the rest of us will support Ryan and jump in if we can, or we will jump in.
You know, Alan, we also have Chris Bardalis from NWH Report here as well.
Hi, Chris.
Hello. Sorry, Chris.
Well, you know, I was going to give him the brief interview. I think it will probably go around the room and make sure
okay.
I mean, we definitely should go around the room and introduce everybody, but I wanted to hand it off to James Richards. You want to say a couple words?
Yeah, what I want to say is that we've been working hard. We've been working diligently with the city, with them, and with WebCorp, and consistently meeting every week, and making sure that the hyper-locals are going to participate on this job. Hyper-locals. Well, I'm a hyper-local. But I was here in the 50s. And I done struggled all the way through this up to now. And I got a company that I know damn well I deserve to be here. So I'm going to be here. And I want everybody else to know that. That's a hyper-local, that they're going to be here. Right. And then we're going to be together on this. I'm not just fighting for my company, but I'm fighting for all of us. All of us deserve to be here on this job. And if we come together and stay together, that means that nobody's going to be left out. If you're hyper-local on this job, man, I'm saying this from my heart. And everybody know me that know James Richards and know me and every year why I fight, know that if we don't get none, ain't nobody gonna get none, right?
That's right.
You know, and we gotta get to what you're supposed to have. Not just have somebody got a $300 million contract and they give you $100,000. You know what I mean? If you're supposed to get 10%, get the 10%. or whatever you deserve to get. And I'm just standing here in this room, and I mean, the web core is not here.
Yeah, he's over there.
Hey, there he is. Okay, well, I'm just saying Jeff's not here, but
No,
anyway,
Jeff ain't here.
Webco understand this. We're going to get our fair share. And SFPUC understand this. And that's why we're here. Because we've been demanding this, and we've been demanding that, hey, listen, we got to get the hyperlocal. We got to get the hyperlocal. Where the list? Give me the list. And then we get the list and look at the list. There's 78 people on here, 79 people on here, and we don't know none of them. Everybody coming in here talking about their hyperlocal. Just like they used to say about the LBE. You know, you from the community, and before the ink get dry on their cars, they got jobs.
Yeah.
You know, and we standing outside the fence trying to shut the job down. You know what I mean? Now, I'm just saying, hey, listen. I don't know y'all seen it. Have y'all seen the list?
No, I haven't.
The list should be going around right now. You will get the list, Ash. They gave us the list. I want to see the list right now.
The 79 names?
The 79 names.
Let me go to my car and get it.
You know? The 79 names are hyperlocals again. Hey, listen, I'm looking over here. You're supposed to look at me and know. You know me, right? So you know I'm from here. I got a history from here. I'm a hyperlocal. I know you're a hyperlocal. Your family. I know he's a hyperlocal. I know these people are hyperlocals. They hyperlocals. Everybody I look around here is a hyperlocal. So we deserve this, man. I mean, don't let nobody take this from us. Nobody. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. If they step up and say no to us, they got to pay the price. We'll shut it down. Ain't nobody gonna work, right? If we don't work,
Nobody.
if we don't work,
Nobody work.
I mean, this what I'm saying. I mean it. And I done told Alan this. I done told him. Everybody know what I'm saying, right? Do you know what I've been saying, Alan?
I heard it.
Okay then. So that's what it's gonna be. And so I think that this morning I asked for this meeting so we could come together. And the hyperlocals that's been on the list, they said, all right. Well, I said, well, let's get together with them. And they said 4 on the list that didn't get. And one of them, and they here, it's 4 that didn't get something. And you down there, right?
Right.
Okay, well, that's why you're here this morning. To make sure that you get something, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
think FD Thomas probably trying to play a game on it. I don't know.
Okay, well, so speak up this morning, and this is what we're gonna do.
Can we ask that we introduce the hyperlocals that are here?
Of course, well, I'm just saying right now, first, I wanna make sure that everybody understand our platform, what we're talking about. That you're gonna get what you deserve, right? And there's gonna be no game played on us. No game played on us, all right? If there's somebody saying, man, I didn't get what I'm supposed to have, we come together and make sure they get it. Nobody's gonna be over there by themselves talking about, I didn't cry, talking about something about they didn't get it, and they trying to fight by themselves, they didn't get it, and here we are sitting here. We're supposed to support them and make sure they get what they're supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no name to this, ain't no organization to this, it's just that we meet with them every Tuesday we meet with them. We demand that they get with us every Tuesday. We got with Alan and SFPUC, we got with Webcore, Jeff up here, and they declared that we're going to get to work. They declared that as hyperlocals, we're going to get to work. As plain as that, right? I mean, it don't get no more simple than that. We don't want all the contractual talk and all that bullshit. All we want to know is that I'm a hyperlocal, I'm going to work. That's all. Now, I can't say in your corporation, your business, how much work you deserve, how much you can do. I don't know all of that stuff. All I know, you're supposed to be working. That's all I can tell you. And if you come to me and say I ain't working, I'm going to fight for you. That's as plain as that. And you know, and they tell me, let me say, then I'm gonna stop. They tell me I'm not gonna be on the job. Right? My people working. We ain't got no work for you because the asshole over there ain't giving us the work right now. I said, we ain't leaving the job. I got 4 electricians over there, ain't left the job. And we ain't gonna leave the job. If I leave the job, all electricians gonna leave the job. I ain't leaving this job. I'll be here to the end of this job, all right?
To the end.
I'm gonna be here. And the same thing should go with every other area. I don't care if it's plumbing, whatever the hell it is, painting, you name it. I don't know. I can't think of everything and everybody here, but I know one thing. If we all be together, we all gonna get work. You know, don't you go over there in the corner making a deal, and you over here trying to make in the corner cutting the deal. You know, let's be together. Because those deals run out anyway, so well, we gotta be together. Okay, you want to say, we can introduce everybody. We can go around the table then.
Thank you.
Brian, why don't you?
Okay, so I'm James Bryant with JBR Partners. So what I want to make sure that we recognize right now is the hyperlocals that are in the room right now. So starting with Cletus, you stand up, say your company, what you do. Don't take too long.
Cletus Norm, you know, with Integrity First Plumbing. I do plumbing, commercial, and residential.
And are you engaged in a contract?
Man, they playing games, like James was saying, man. They trying to give me a contract. Well, I don't want to talk at length and whatnot. I'm just going to be brief. It was a job over there. It was a $35,000 contract. And my buddy, he didn't, you know, I ain't want to say his name. He didn't want it, so he told me just go ahead and take it, build up your capacity. So I said, forget it, I'll take it. And then, as I'm looking through the contract, it's all kind of special language and insurance requirements. So I said, okay, I can knock this out in a few days. General liability. They want me to have auto insurance, but yeah, they telling me to park in the parking lot. So the insurance amounted to about $7,000 to $8,000. I'm saying, what they want me to have all this kind of special insurance for? Because it's not about a solid project. They're just trying to throw me some crumbs and knock that out over there so they don't hear my mouth. They don't hear me complain. So I've been going back and forth with Webcourt, Fred Fox, and whoever else, you know.
So are you talking with Chris?
Chris know me.
So you,
I can introduce, I don't know if you want to go around first.
yeah, I was going to, because I didn't want to stop
Yeah.
with that. I want to get everybody introduced first.
Yeah,
And
there'll
I just
probably
want
be
to
some.
introduce you to Chris.
Oh.
Let's have
hey,
that
let's say
conversation.
that.
Oh, Chris,
Okay,
he
all
already
right.
know.
So that everybody else can
You know this? I'm just saying, we can do all of this, but we're not gonna leave no problem unsolved. That's what we're here for today.
Yeah.
We're not leaving no problems unsolved.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got a problem, and we're gonna find a way to solve the problem.
Right.
You know, no, hell no, we're not going with that. Ain't no more talking and all that, but not now. We're not here. We past that right now.
Right.
All right, we gotta be. So every problem in this room, that come in this room, we're gonna deal with it. Every problem. So if you feel satisfied with that right now, but I don't feel what he said over there. If he can deal with the problem, deal with it.
And,
Okay.
you know, there'll probably be some common themes, and some of this is the ownership, you know, part of it's on the city. We have requirements in the contract, we push it down on the contractors, and so we're part of the solution too. So we'll work with Webcourt to solve the problem.
Okay, as long as we're gonna solve the problem, okay?
Right.
We're gonna solve the problem.
Okay. Thank you, Jay. So, Ashley, go ahead.
Ashley Rhodes, Master Paint and Decorating. Presently, I'm only receiving like 20 to 25% of a contracts from, I think it's DK Thomas. I think they got all the work. I'm only getting a small percentage of it, but I do have some contracts.
Okay, good. Alpha.
Good morning, Alpha Bowie, Portermanson and Silla LLC. I am working on a contract, but my issue is here today. I am trying to become the sole source supplier of mobile offices. I am forced to compete with major competitors. As a small and minority hyperlocal here, I don't have the capacity to compete at that level. I am capable. I do have a couple of trailers out there, and I'm here today to make sure, as I said before, that I get my fair share and my piece of the pie. Thank you.
That's right.
Chelsea, facilitator.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Actually, I'm part of the effort that PUC has put out to make sure that our community actually gets involved in this project. I'm a civil engineer. I've been practicing in the construction business for 30 years. I'm here to provide support to you. Mansfield, she came to me over the spring, and we're very happy to say she actually obtained the contract for the site cleaning. So anybody, if you have problems reviewing the enormous amount of documentation for the bid, if you want to make sure that your estimate follows the format that the CMDC requires for you to bid properly, I'm here to support you on that. Again, that's part of the PUC efforts.
Thank you. Next, young man.
Will Carney plastering and stucco work. Local guy, I have it, I just got certified with the LBE and the pre-qualification with WebCore. And I haven't talked to anyone about any work, but I'm here.
Well, hey, listen, hey, Carney,
Yes, sir.
I think we talked about you. Did we talk about him?
Yes, we did.
We talked about you,
Yes, sir.
and we made sure and that you're gonna get some work.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
Did we do that? Did we say that?
Yes?
Okay then. We said that. You hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna make sure that that happened too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
My name is David Stocks, I'm foreman and safety for Mansfield, also hyperlocal.
Hi, my name is Lasonia Mansfield, I'm the owner. Construction cleanup, we have an executed contract, and I just need to know when it goes next, so we can get on, start working. And I'm a hyperlocal, thank you.
Yes.
Young
I'm a
man.
hyperlocal. My name is Rodney McKinney, and I'm a carpenter with ABU.
Cool.
My name is Aitu Sailele. I've been here since the 70s. I'm a journeyman carpenter out of Local 22. Do concrete form, and I'm thankful to be here.
Hold on. These two brothers, man, trying to go to work. And we've been working with those people over here, the company over here, and they haven't went to work yet, whatever it is. And we approached them about that too. And they said they're gonna put them to work. So they don't put them to work, you know what I mean, they're gonna have a problem. You know, we're gonna go back over there. We're not gonna leave them out there hanging. You know, they've been coming here and then they're not going to work. So that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You know what I mean? If they're not going to work, I don't know if everybody, but we that support them have won over there, and we're gonna go back, and we're not gonna stop going back until those brothers are at work. Nobody's gonna be out there working and they not working. You know what I mean? Or we say what we mean, okay? We mean what we say.
Yes, sir.
All right, so whatever it is, we're gonna be over at their trailer. But when I leave here today, I'm going to the trailer. I'm gonna make sure again that we said that they going to work, but they gotta go to work.
Next young man.
Loretta Robinson, Southeast Electric, ABU, from him. My grandfather, Southeast, been here, staying here.
Iman, Southeast Electric.
James Amerson, operating engineer, hyperlocal.
Alex Prince, ABU, Southeast Electric. Alfonso Rhodes, AJS Painting. I think the problem I'm having, I think last conversation we had was the pre-qualification, right? So I think we need to start there. I mean, I can't even get to the door without a pre-qualification. And my resume is like golden.
So what's up with that, Fonz?
I don't know.
So we're gonna have a conversation.
Hold on, let me say this too. What's up with the pre-qualification, man? We want to get this straight today. I don't want to be leaving out of here with nothing hanging. You know? What's up with that, Fonz?
And then also, I mean, I want to try to get the whole job, and then I can sub out to my people. You know, I want the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you got to start somewhere. I'm bondable.
Bondable?
Just
That's
got
what's
to
up, man.
give me the opportunity.
Hey, Fonz,
Check my
where
track
we go
record.
then from here?
That's what I need
Chris,
to know.
Yeah, I'd like for everybody to finish,
No, but I want to know
But I'm
what
just
is
saying, that's what my.
when it's a problem. When it's a problem, we have to solve the problem. See, we can go around the room and then everybody start talking about what they ate and what it ate and all that stuff, and then we can leave out here. It's all messed up. I want to take care of it as we're in a ride. Fonz, what's your problem? Chris, you gonna go deal with him? Is that what it is?
Yeah, again, I'd like everybody to just finish introducing
No, you're gonna deal with him.
Yeah, no, I can let
You got him.
finish
You,
introducing themselves.
oh, you got him?
Cause I was told that the bid haven't even went out yet.
Right, so
Right,
I
so
can,
my
I can
que-
explain everything.
Right,
after.
cause I don't wanna get, caught up in that situation
Okay, great,
where
cool.
I miss the opportunity.
Right, and we've been in
Because
contact.
we don't have to, we can do the whole thing, basically,
Yeah.
Just gotta give us opportunity. Then, I could work with my people, I could work with Ashley, whoever, we can, if you don't wanna deal with them, I deal with them. As long as the money come in, we good. We make sure all the benefits and everything get paid, everything is everything.
Everybody.
Yeah, so we just need the opportunity to show you, and then we should be off and running.
It sounds like an opportunity for a real success. If you
Exactly.
just solve what's
That's
the
what-
hang-ups are. Yeah.
That's been my vision from day one.
Real tough.
That's what we talking about. And what he talking about in Webcorp. And I mean, okay, Stephen, what we talking about now, right? That's what we've been talking about?
Do you know what the hang-up is with the pre-qual process? Like, it's kind
I don't know, it's like everybody got their own certification, so I really don't know. But, I don't know.
Well, Steve, if you do introductions,
Yeah.
I want to hear this right now.
all right.
Okay? So deal with him right now.
Okay.
Deal with him right now.
But, whatever, you can look me up,
So let's do this.
Hey, I tell you what, Fun.
We can
You-
help,
you
we
and
can help
him-
that connection happen.
You and him get together, and we gonna get together with, we're gonna leave him out, and Chris, and we're gonna get together with Jeff,
And get with
his
Jeff.
boss, and Jeff,
Yep.
and we're gonna work it out. Right here, okay, Fun?
Right.
Right here, man, talking about leaving here. This shit gonna be worked out, okay?
Yeah, we need to make history,
Okay, that's what we doing.
We're about 450 years behind right now, if I'm
Hey, listen,
mistaken.
we doing that right now. And I didn't bring the picture here, but the picture of the old projects, where we lived in the old projects, y'all saw when I brought it in, of the old projects where we come from.
Yeah.
I lived in the old projects, barracks, okay? There wasn't no new projects on Gerald Street, Oakdale Street, West Point. Wasn't no West Point when I was there. You know what I mean? I'm saying this. That's what I'm saying, what you saying. We deserve this.
Damn. You wanna see this over
Hey, listen, I'm saying, like you said, we deserve this, okay? That's why I'm fighting so hard.
Keep it.
I'm fighting so hard, and let's talk. That's what I'm saying. Let's talk. Okay? We doing it. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Okay.
Before you go, Alfonso, can you tell what your company is?
What is my company?
Yes.
My company, AJS Painting.
Okay.
So that's what I do. That's why I say you can look me up. But
I just want to make sure.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
Well, I figure I got the shirt on. I'm wearing the logo to advertise it. I hit the block in the truck a couple times.
Hey, listen.
We don't know that.
No problem. Don't leave with no problem. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Don't leave with no problem. We problem solvers up in here. We problem solvers.
That's what's up, man.
All right, next.
Decision makers too.
I'm Tricia Gregory with Heavyweight Trucking. We are a District 10 hyper-local trucking company. We have been on several contracts on this job. We currently have a street sweeping water truck contract. I think our biggest issue is that there are real hyper-locals who are born and raised in this community, then other people who come and rent an office, and all of a sudden they're deemed hyper-local, and they're getting all of the, they're getting the business because they're bigger businesses than most of us. A lot of us here are micro LBEs, but when you get somebody to come in and rent an office, and now all of a sudden they're hyper-local, that's a big issue for us. We represent all the District 10 truckers who couldn't be here today because they're actually working. As you know, we finished a huge contract with Silverado, and now all of a sudden, we're thrown aside. We got trucking companies coming in here who rented an office in the Bayview, now they're hyper-local.
Who don't have an operable truck that
Right.
received a
That's a
contract, and we got a problem with that.
That's a pass-through trucking company that are hiring outside truckers, and now all of our truckers who, all of a sudden, after being in business for 10 years, can buy a truck that's up to code, that, you know, the SFPUC had strict requirements on what kind of trucks could be on this job. So finally, after we put our truckers to work, they could buy a truck. Now they have no work.
And the company that was granted to work on the next phase haven't even reached out to no local truckers. And how is that gonna fly when the guy live here, but he can't go to work in his own community?
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, I know, I know for a fact it ain't gonna happen, because I'm king shutdown, I do that on a daily.
Okay,
We don't have a problem with that.
that's what we do, that's what we do too. So we need to get together, talking about shutdown.
Not a problem.
I'm with you, okay? What I'm trying to say, man, I'm with you. So if you have a problem, man, and you wanna go out there, what we saying, we with you. That's all. What she's saying right there, what she's saying right there, it's evident, it's nothing. Somebody come in there getting, renting offices and stuff, you know, talking about they're hyper-local.
How can you get awarded a contract when you don't have an operable piece of equipment? It makes no sense, right? So you can have a company but with no equipment and get the job?
Who can do that?
They do.
Is it right here?
It's not, yes, and it's not.
It's at this table?
Absolutely.
No.
No, they not, no, they won't dare come in here.
But they got a job.
But they got a job. But when I get a contract, I gotta have fancy equipment. It gotta be up to date. I gotta show proof that it's operable. I even have to show proof that it's mine. But how can a company that's not from here come in here and do the same thing and don't get questioned about nothing, but it get awarded the job? It's crazy.
Well, who you want? I mean, I'm trying to help you.
I'm gonna help myself. I'm just expressing it. I'm with you. But the cards is on the table. Here it is, Ground Control, which is not a company, which is not a legitimate local company. Yes, they got an LBE status, but they don't want to do the right thing by the LBEs. Here they is, they go get they give their trucking to a company that do not have an operable piece of equipment. How is that? So now it's taken away from a real LBE outfit, which is myself, that feeds my community and my other LBE truckers. Now they left without work because they give it to somebody else. It makes no sense, though.
Buddy system.
Well, I'm just saying, man, but you say you're gonna handle it, so that's fine. You know, but if you need any help from me.
Oh, for sure.
I'm here.
No,
That's all that you know.
PUC's gonna step in and help out too, because that's, you know, when that happened on those couple packages, you know, what I heard was, oh, they're the LBE, they meet the LBE, as you said, they're certified LBE, but that's not good enough. Right. Going forward, that's not the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, and with all due respect, when we got that contract with Silverado, we were told that we had to give it to the other LBEs.
They told us we had to give back $1 million to the community, which we did, and we didn't have a problem with it because that's what we do. But at the same time, other companies that come on should be forced to do the same thing. If you're not gonna play right, don't play at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Michael's telling me CMD made that because we added heavyweight. So then they said, well, you gotta give back $1 million, and they made him do that, right? And so it's not a level playing field.
But don't get me wrong, it's no problem. We love to give the $1 million back because we know our fellow LBE
that's what we
truckers.
talk about, for the
Ground
local
Control's
trucking.
not doing the same
No.
thing.
That's right. If we had to do it, why are they counting the money that we gotta give back? But these other companies could come in and do whatever the hell they wanna do. I had to hire a whole office team from the neighborhood, because that's what we're about, to do all the paperwork that the SFPUC and WebCorps required for all the trucking, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that what the requirements that were put on us, the federal prevailing wage for truckers, which is more than double than regular federal prevailing wage, we want to make sure they're doing the same thing, because when we give our numbers and they're a crazy amount, because I was dinged through Azul, through OLSE about the rates for the truckers.